What if I told you that the biggest opportunity to build wealth isn't in the future? It's already happening. Right now, trillions of dollars are changing hands across America. Not millions, not billions, trillions. Most people don't even realize it's happening. But those who understand this shift could make much smarter financial decisions over the next 10 to 20 years. And here's the surprising part. This isn't only about rich families passing down money to their kids. It's about homes being sold, businesses changing owners, investment money moving into new industries, and millions of opportunities being created for people who are paying attention. So, what's really happening? Let's start with one generation. The baby boomers. These are Americans born between 1946 and 1964. They grew up during one of the strongest economic periods in U.S. history. Many bought homes when prices were much lower than they are today. They invested during decades when the stock market experienced significant long-term growth.
Some started businesses. Others built retirement savings over decades of hard work. Today, baby boomers own a large share of America's wealth. According to major research firms and the Federal Reserve, tens of trillions of dollars in assets are expected to pass to younger generations over the next 2 decades. Many experts call it the largest wealth transfer in history. Think about that for a second. More money will change hands during the next 20 years than at almost any other time in American history. But here's what most people misunderstand. Not everyone will become wealthy because of it. Some families will receive an inheritance. Others won't receive anything. And even among families that inherit money, many won't keep it for very long.
Why? Because money alone doesn't create wealth. Knowing how to manage money does. History proves this again and again. One famous example is the Vanderbilt family. Cornelius Vanderbilt built one of the largest fortunes in American history. But within a few generations, most of that fortune had disappeared. The money was passed down. The financial habits were not. And the Vanderbilts aren't the only example. Studies have found that many wealthy families lose their fortune within 2 or 3 generations. The biggest reason isn't bad luck. It's poor financial decisions. That's why the biggest wealth transfer isn't really about money. It's about knowledge. Families who teach investing, saving, business ownership, and long-term thinking usually have a much better chance of keeping their wealth.
Families that don't often watch it disappear. Now here's where this becomes important, even if you never expect to inherit a single dollar. Because this wealth transfer is changing much more than family bank accounts. It's changing the entire American economy. And that's where the biggest opportunities begin. So where are these opportunities showing up? The first place is real estate. Baby boomers own a huge share of homes across the United States. As many retire, downsize, or move closer to family, more homes will enter the market. That doesn't mean home prices will suddenly crash. Every local market is different. But it does mean buyers may see new opportunities in the years ahead. The second opportunity is small businesses. Millions of business owners are getting ready to retire. Many don't have someone in the family to take over. That means thousands of profitable businesses will need new owners. For the right buyer, purchasing an existing business can be less risky than starting one from scratch. Another area to watch is investing. As older Americans spend retirement savings or pass assets to their families, investment money will begin moving in new directions.
Younger generations often invest differently. They're more interested in technology, artificial intelligence, clean energy, and digital businesses. Over time, that shift could influence where money flows across the economy. Healthcare is another major opportunity. America's population is getting older every year. As people live longer, the demand for healthcare, assisted living, medical technology, and home care is expected to grow. Companies serving older Americans could benefit from this long-term trend. But here's the mistake many people make. They assume these opportunities are only for wealthy families. That's simply not true. You don't need a large inheritance to build wealth. You need the right habits. Unfortunately, many people never develop them. Some increase their spending every time they get a raise. Instead of investing more, they buy a more expensive car or a bigger house. Others carry high-interest debt for years. Credit card debt can quietly destroy your ability to build wealth. Another common mistake is investing with emotions. People get excited when markets reach new highs. Then they panic when prices fall. Successful investors usually do the opposite. They stay focused on long-term goals instead of short-term headlines. The biggest mistake of all is waiting. Many people believe they'll start investing when they earn more money, or when the economy feels safer, or next year. But time is one of the most powerful tools for building wealth. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. That's why financial education matters so much. Understanding money today can create opportunities that last for decades. The families who build lasting wealth usually don't rely on luck. They rely on knowledge, discipline, and patience. And those are skills anyone can learn. So what happens next? The truth is, no one knows exactly how this wealth transfer will play out. The economy will change. Markets will change. Technology will keep moving faster. And every generation will make different financial choices. But one thing is clear. Trillions of dollars are already moving through the American economy. Some of that money will buy homes. Some will fund new businesses. Some will be invested in the stock market. And some will disappear because of poor financial decisions.
That's why this moment matters. The biggest opportunity isn't simply inheriting money. It's understanding where money is going before everyone else does.
Think about it. Every major shift in history has created winners and losers. The internet created new millionaires. Smartphones changed entire industries. Artificial intelligence is creating new opportunities today. And now, the largest wealth transfer in history is reshaping the financial future of America. The question isn't whether it will happen. It's already happening. The real question is, will you be ready? You don't need wealthy parents. You don't need a six-figure salary. And you don't need to predict the future. You simply need to keep learning. Invest consistently. Avoid unnecessary debt. And focus on assets that can grow over time. Those small decisions, repeated for years, can completely change your financial future. Because at the end of the day, wealth isn't built by one lucky moment. It's built by thousands of smart decisions made over time. The families who stay wealthy understand this. And now, you do too. The biggest wealth transfer in history has already started. The only question is, will you be part of it, or will you watch it happen? If you found this video valuable, subscribe for more videos that help you think differently about money. Because the more you understand how money works, the better prepared you'll be for the opportunities ahead.